Why do we work? That's an important question. Why do we work? The obvious answer people give is, well, to survive, to make ends meet, to pay for our bills, to pay for our rent, to pay for our car, to have fun. You work to get money, to pay for things. Is there a different way of doing it? Think about it. You're working for somebody who's doing it differently. Your boss is having you work so that they can have the life they want. What I'm saying is, work, and this is directly from Rich Dad Poor Dad book, work, which says work is a temporary solution for a long-term problem. What is that problem? Well, the problem is that we have all these things we have to get, like food, a roof over our head, transportation, and the problem is the lack of the money. And it's going to continue. You're always going to have to pay those bills unless you become homeless, unless you live under the bridge. That's an option. But what's the solution? Well, we, the general public, the majority, the 99% say, hey, well, I'll just work and get the money there. But there's another way, which is how your boss is doing it. Your boss is making you work for them so that they can have the life they want. You're doing the work for them. How about you become the boss? How about you find a way so that instead of you paying bills, somebody pays you the bills? Can you have something that people pay you every month? The obvious one is a real estate property. Become a homeowner. Have somebody pay you rent. How do you get started in that? There's many ways of finding the money for that. You can find a group of people who are interested in investing and putting aside 10% of their income altogether, putting it together into an investment property and flipping it or making it into a long-term investment. You can start a two-row business, have cars that you rent out. There's so many ways to go about it, and I don't even have any of those, but I'm just saying, putting that idea out there, that there's a way of thinking. You can hire people, start your company, a small company, a churro business, a taqueria, that you hire people and then they produce. But I think we're lazy to think of ideas, but we're not lazy to think for other people and do their work. We put in 8 hours of work for somebody else, but we're not willing to put those 8 hours of work to ourselves to create a passive income machine, an instrument, an asset, an investment. We're willing to work hard for somebody, but not for ourselves. Your boss pays you enough to stay alive and to keep working for them. They pay you enough so that you're satisfied enjoying things, certain things, like going out here and there, but you're still there. You're still going to be there. It's a long-term problem that you're fixing with a short-term solution, which is work. It's short-term because once you stop working, the money stops coming in. An investment pays you even if you're not working. Your boss could take a vacation and you're still working for them and they're still getting money and they're still buying whatever they want. Let's work hard for ourselves as well. That's what I'm saying. Let's work hard for ourselves. Let's find an asset. Let's find an investment. Let's put 10% aside, and that 10% comes from a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. I have to read that book like 4 times, an audible version, and Rich Dad Poor Dad like 6 times. I'll probably listen to it again because there's so many things in there. And it's not our fault because we were trained to work for money. In the school system, you were trained to follow orders, to be obedient, to look for others when it came to making decisions. We were never really encouraged to think for ourselves. We were made to be scared of failures and mistakes. But failures and mistakes are what makes billionaires, what makes millionaires. Jeff Bezos is probably one of the person who's made the most mistakes out of everybody. But they weren't afraid. They did them because it's necessary to make a mistake, because how else are you going to learn? You can't think, oh, might not work, maybe it will, maybe it won't. You won't know until you do it, and then you fix the problem. You get better at it. One last thing, it doesn't matter if you're making $1 million, $2 million a year when you have to work for it. Because at the end of the day, Your time is more valuable. It doesn't matter how much money you get. You can't buy your time back. You can't get it back. You can't buy it back. Sure, it's easier to build a passive income business when you have more money, but you gotta think about it. You gotta act on it. It's not gonna happen just because. So anywhere you can, put 10% away and think of a way you can use that money and put it to work. Small business, start small, start tiny, because you don't want to start something too big that you can't manage. Start something small, manageable, and then grow from there. Build it bigger and bigger, little by little. One simple thing is a stock investment. Another thing is a little Turo business. Another thing is having food stands, something tiny. Start small, your own little personal online business, or your little, you do hair salon and you hire people, and I don't know, something tiny. Do music, YouTube videos, something small, and then grow from there. I haven't even started, so I'm in the process. Just want to share that. All right, bye.